Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Chinemerem, and if you are stopping by for the first time, hello, you are most welcome. Please kindly do well to like this video, share, and subscribe to my channel. And to my returning subscribers, you are so amazing. Thank you for coming back. So you guys, in this video, I've got a very important update for you guys about international students working hours in Canada and of course in the UK. So yeah, I would like you guys to watch to the end of this video as I'm going to be giving you my opinion on this recent update and why you as an international student who is happy to take up this opportunity should keep your eyes open and be wise about it. So before now, international students in both Canada and UK are only allowed to work for 20 hours per week while school is in session, that is during term time. And then they can work more than 20 hours a week outside term time. But of course, how many months do you have out of term time? You spend more time in during term time than out of term time. So this means you have limited time to work. But then in Canada, they've been experiencing this labor shortage and it's now so much. And you know, recruiting people from outside Canada is not also easy. And now the Canadian government have thought about it and they've said, wow, since we have people in this country who are willing to work, because according to them, they issued over 452,000 study permits in this year alone, and which was about 100,000 more than what they issued last year. And so they were like, okay, since we have people in this country who are very willing to work for us, we should use them. And that's why they've come up with this recent update that international students in Canada can now work for more than 20 hours a week. For you to benefit from this, first of all, your study permit must have already been issued, or your study permit would have been issued but you have not arrived in Canada yet, or you submitted a study permit application before October 7th, 2022, and you are still waiting approval. If you haven't applied for a study permit already by now, you may not be able to benefit from this change. Also, you should have off-campus work authorization on your study permit. So if you don't have this off-campus work authorization on your study permit, you may not benefit from this. But if you do, then you are also eligible to start working for more than 20 hours from November 15th, 2022. In my opinion, to be honest, this is a really good news, I'm telling you. And I'm saying this from the perspective of an international student. Yes, I've been an international student in the UK and I know how these things work. 20 hours a week is not enough, especially if you have to pay your tuition fee, your bills, do other things for yourself. To be honest with you, 20 hours a week is not enough. And there are times when you have more time on your hand to work and all, but because you are restricted, you will not be able to work more than that. Now, this restriction being taken off means that you can work as much as you want to and nothing would happen. Because those days when you're working, you're like, if they catch me now, Wahala will bust though. But now you're no longer scared of whether Wahala will bust or not. You are working as a normal person. The good part of it again is that most employers exploit international students during this period because they know you can't work more than 20 hours a week. And then when they employ you and allow you work more than 20 hours a week, first of all, they don't pay you as much as they should pay you. Like maybe you are supposed to be paid about £9 or $9 per hour, but because that employer, some of them anyway, because they know that you are not allowed to work more than 20 hours a week, what they do is they employ you and allow you work for more than 20 hours a week, but for 20 hours they pay you normally. Then for the remaining hours you're working for the week, they pay you lesser, and which is not good. With this now, employers can no longer exploit international students. But on the flip side, even though this is a really good news, I hope it is not just to exploit international students as well. You get what I mean? So what I mean by this is that there have been occasions in the past when these countries are really running low in labor and, they try to fix up this gap and then they find a temporary measure to fill it up. But then at the end of the day, they leave those that filled up these shortages with nothing. I hope that the government has something to offer to these international students in return, like permanent residency or a permanent job afterwards, because we know that right now, many international students will put their heart to work. I know they're making this money for themselves as well, but they are trying to fill up this shortage of labor in your country. So let it not be like a situation whereby by next year they will ask them, okay, December is here, so you can now stop working. You can stop working and start doing what? Are you going to offer them permanent jobs? Are you going to offer them permanent residency? Is that going to count towards their permanent residency in the country? Is that going to help them in any way at all? That's what I'm saying. So let it not just be a way of, using what you have and then leaving that thing later on. So it's a good news, and like I said before, but then it shouldn't be a means to exploit international students, like making use of what you have to get what you want, and then at the end of the day you're like, well, I'm done with you, so go your way. So if they're doing this, which is actually a good opportunity, they should also have a backup plan for them, as because I know that many international students there right now would be looking for permanent residency, some are looking for permanent jobs, some are looking for many other different things. So yes, it should be an opportunity to also help them with whatever they are looking for, to help them get it. I know everyone will not get a permanent residency or a permanent job, of course. Everyone cannot get that because there are so many of them, but at least there should be something offered to most of them so they don't go back empty handed. Then, my advice to international students who are taking up this opportunity, I would advise you to make good use of this opportunity. I know you may be tempted to work so much now, and because there are so many bills to be paid, tuition fee to be paid, and all, but also focus on your studies. Because if anything happens, these universities wouldn't even mind that you are doing it for the country or doing it for anybody. They will take necessary actions on you, like asking you to repeat or even ask you to leave the country. So as you are taking up this opportunity, try to make good use of it. Don't let it distract you so much, because it is likely that most people will fail this period because they will tend to work more than they study. Honestly, I don't even blame people this time around, but just try not to overuse it. Try to focus on your studies as well, because I mentioned something about the country leaving you with opportunity will only come to those that have something to show. If you fail or if you don't have a good result, when the opportunity comes, they may say, okay, we want people that graduated with so class, maybe first class, second class, and if you don't have a good one, the opportunity may pass you by. So as you doing this as well, also think about it on the long run, think about the future, think about what you will gain and what you will lose, and be at your best. So yes, congratulations to international students in Canada. Dear UK people, we are waiting for your own news for international students in the UK, at least, because I know that many people are willing to work more than 20 hours a week but no opportunity. So UK, please kindly look into this and see if you will do same for international students in the UK. And yes, that's that about this video. Kindly share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Until I see you again in the next one, do take care, stay safe, and bye.